A chief minister arrested on charges of corruption. Currency worth crores found from the residence of a cook of a minister. That minister subsequently gets arrested himself. Johar, you've guessed it right. We are coming live to you from Jharkhand. The election highway has now reached Ranchi, the capital city of Jharkhand, and this beautiful Ranchi Vidhan Sabha, the Jharkhand Vidhan Sabha, where the fates of Jharkhand residents are debated by legislator, decided by their votes. That is where we are coming live to you from. What are the issues for the Jharkhand voters this election season? Is the taint of corruption really sticking to the India front? Or have they managed to turn the narrative as one which shows misuse of CBI and Enforcement Directorate? What exactly are the aspirations of the youth of Jharkhand? All of that coming up in the next 1 hour. It's a four-phase elections in Jharkhand and we've already reached the halfway mark. The last two phases, however, are crucial. These will represent the capital city of Ranchi, also crucial industrial cities, if I may call them so, Jamshedpur and Dhanbad, tribal areas of Dumka and Rajmahal, and of course Gonda and Giridih as well. So discuss what really is on the voters' mind. How is the electioneering mechanism really working? I'm being joined by Pratul Sahdev, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Thank you for taking time out. Jyoti Kumar Singh, spokesperson of the Congress Party, is also here with me. And standing on the far right, Dr. Tanush Khatri, the spokesperson of the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. Appreciate all of you joining us. I have to start off with you. The allegations that the Bharatiya Janata Party is making, the mainstay of the BJP's Jharkhand campaign seems to be corruption. And you're not just talking about Hemant Soren, you're also talking about Alamgir Alam.
First of all, let me welcome you in the local lingo by saying, आपने कर झारखंड में स्वागत है कि जोहार रही. Look, if you look at what actually has happened and how we are fighting these elections in Jharkhand, it's on twin issues. The nationalist issues at the center and the development that we have done at the central level, and also the corruption that is rampant in the state. If you look at it, this is the first time in the history of Jharkhand when a sitting chief minister vanished like Mr. India for 40 hours. He went traceless when ED raided his house. He was seen on CCTV cameras leaving from the back door with, a kambal clad around him, just like any fugitive would. And after 40 hours, he surfaces. The governor house took a very serious view of the matter that the chief minister has gone missing. They summoned the DGP. They said that they are not in contact with the chief minister. So imagine he had left the fate of the Jharkhandis to their own hands. And then he was sent to the jail. And the allegations against him were serious. He is alleged of having grabbed tribal land, the very tribal community to which he claims to be a champion. And look at what actually has happened in the second case. Alamgir Alam is second in command. See, the captain is already in the jail and the vice captain has already gone to the jail too. Alamgir Alam today, while filing an affidavit in the Supreme Court in the Hemant Soren case, ED came out with a detailed plea that Alamgir Alam has indulged in a corruption to the tune of 3,000 crore. Can you imagine a whooping 3,000 crore? And there was a money trail, like when his house when his PA's house was raided, the trail led to his domestic help, and 32.5 crore rupees were recovered from a domestic help's house. And ED in the remand petition has, put the threads together and said that Jahangir Alam, the servant, actually admitted on camera in writing that the money belonged to Alamgir Alam and it was routed via Sanjeev Alam. So rampant corruption.
We'll have to see whether the court really takes cognizance of that ED remand application and as and when the prosecution complaint is filed, but that will be when it happens. For now, it is the Adalat, the Janta ki Adalat, which is going to decide whether these allegations are true or false. When you hear the Prime Minister allege कि आपका पैसा, आप आदिवासियों का पैसा जो मैंने भेजा था, जो आपके लिए था, वो आपके मुख्यमंत्री ने लूट लिया, आपके उप मुख्यमंत्री ने लूट लिया, how are you going to convince them that this charge is not correct?
देखिए, ये अहंकार है. मैंने भेजा था. आपको वहां किसने भेजा था? दिल्ली की कुर्सी पर प्रधानमंत्री जी देश की जनता ने भेजा था। किस लिए भेजा था? हर साल 2 करोड़ नौकरियां देने के लिए भेजा था, गंगा मैया को साफ करने के लिए भेजा था। लेकिन गंगा मैया तो साफ नहीं हुई, कोविड में लाशें तैरी उसमें। 2 करोड़ नौकरियां तो नहीं मिली, पकौड़े तलने को जरूर कहा गया। इलेक्ट्रल बॉन्ड से घोटाला आपने किया। आप हिसाब मांग रहे हैं झारखंड में आके। झारखंड के 1,36,000 करोड़ रुपया को आपने नहीं देने का काम किया है।
पर वो
यहाँ का
पलट के
पैसा-
कह सकते हैं ना कि हम अगर दिए भी होते तो आदिवासियों के काम नहीं आता, वो तो हेमंत सोरेन के जेब में जाता, आलमगीर आलम के जेब में जाता।
फेडरल सिस्टम है, जनता ने मुख्यमंत्री चुना है, विधायकों को चुना है, उन्होंने मुख्यमंत्री को चुना था। लोकप्रिय सरकार काम कर रही थी। इस तरीके से प्रधानमंत्री अपने पूंजीपति दोस्तों से बात करते होंगे, तभी उन्होंने कहा सभा से कि काला धन किसके पास है? काला धन देश के 2 पूंजीपतियों के पास है। ये मैं नहीं कह रहा हूं, ये प्रधानमंत्री कह रहे हैं कि अडानी और अंबानी के पास काला धन
इनके
है।
करप्शन का जवाब आप दूसरे मुद्दों के बारे में बात करके देंगे।
ये दूसरे मुद्दे नहीं है। 2 करोड़ नौकरियां दूसरा मुद्दा है। गंगा मैया को साफ करना, गंगा को साफ करना दूसरा मुद्दा है। कोविड में आपने कौन सा इंजेक्शन लगवा दिया, आज हार्ट अटैक से युवा मर रहे हैं, ये दूसरा मुद्दा है। इसका जवाब जनता लेगी। और ठीक कहा आपने अरुणिमा जी, जनता की अदालत में हम हैं और जनता हिसाब ले चुकी है।
ये आलमगीर आलम का मामला तो ऐसा लग रहा है इंडिया फ्रंट वैसे ही बैकफुट पर था और एक और बाउंसर आपके ऊपर आ गया है। कैसे आप जस्टिफाई करेंगे? अगर रांची लोकसभा क्षेत्र की बात करें तो आपके प्रत्याशी मैदान में हैं। आप पहले कह सकते थे कि हम करप्ट नहीं है, झारखंड मुक्ति मोर्चा पे आरोप है, बट आलमगीर आलम के बाद तो कांग्रेस पार्टी खुद डॉक में है।
See, Aruna, you have to see many things actually. That is how we are, coming in the picture and we are winning on 4th when its counting is going to be finished. What is the first question you ask when you're briefing? On what basis people are going to vote and what are the issues? The main issues is what PM is saying, what PM said when he won 14, when he won 19, and what he has done all these 10 years. This is the main agenda. Now, when you're talking about this corruption, this is the Financial Times headline. Adani suspected of fraud by selling low-grade coal in India as cleaner fuel. This is the vision. इतना बड़ा घोटाला जो it has been coming for the long years.
अच्छा, आप कोयले की बात करेंगे. You will talk about कोयला. They will talk about balu. In election rally after the rally, they are saying.
No, you ask me.
I'm just countering what you just said. Just answer that also. Just answer that also. I'm coming back to you. Just answer this also. You talk about koila, they talk about balu.
I will answer all your questions, but let me finish my reply. No. So when I'm talking about this, and he is talking about the corruption, and the Adani has done this, whether Prime Minister will send the ED CBI, I am asking the other question. And what people are talking here and there, everywhere. People are saying, when Prime Minister himself said कि Adani tempo में भर के पैसा he is sending money to some party. Why not PM is sending ED and CBI?
There is a breaking news coming in. I'm just coming back to you. There is a breaking news coming in, and this is on a matter of national security news that we're getting from Delhi. We have to tell you about this. There is a bomb threat that has been received in Delhi's North Block that we are being told. Delhi's North Block has received an alert saying somebody called around 3:30 this afternoon. There was a call made to the fire department. Anshul Singh is tracking this story. Anshul, further details. Prima facie, does this look like another hoax call, the ones like we saw when Delhi schools, Delhi hospitals and Delhi airport was targeted?
Well, definitely, but at this point it's definitely too early to say that, and that is the reason why the entire process or the entire SOP is now being followed by the Delhi police, where the bomb squads and along with that the fire department teams have reached on the spot. It definitely can be a hoax threat, but yes, if there is no chance that the Delhi police can take at this point in time. What we are also being told that some other places have also received some similar emails today as well, and investigation is underway in all those places, but still there is no clarity if at all these are hoax calls or is there some truth behind these emails that are being sent out. But still the larger question that still remains, that even after there has been several instances out here in the national capital itself over the last 2 weeks where bomb threats have been given to schools, colleges, hospitals, everywhere. But still, who is sending out these mails? This is something that has still not been looked at, or still hasn't been found out by
Right.
the Delhi police. This time around, it remains to be seen if at all the threat call or the threat mail that has been sent to the North Block, if at all there is any truth behind it, or is it yet another prank that is being pulled out
Okay.
by someone. This is a part of the investigation. At this point, the Delhi police and the bomb squad is making sure that each and every nook and corner of the North Block is secured, is looked
Okay.
through in a very
Anshul,
detailed manner, and that is what
just
is
one
happening at this point in
clarification,
time.
Anshul. Right, Anshul, just clarify this for our viewers. When we say North Block, there are three crucial ministries housed in North Block. On gate number 4 side, there is Ministry of Home Affairs and the Department of Personnel and Training. On gate number 2 side, there is Ministry of Finance. So that's a huge ministry. I mean, 3 ministries that we are talking about across 3 floors. It'll take a lot of time for entire building to be sanitized. Any specific lead available as to where the bomb threat came from? Which side? Okay, I'm trying to get back to Anshul, but what is the information that we have so far? There was a threat call received from North Block. This is on the Raisina Hill. North Block and South Block are where the heart of India's union government lives. North Block is where Finance Ministry, Union Home Ministry and Department of Personnel and Training is. Right across the road in South Block, Ministry of External Affairs, Prime Minister's office and Ministry of Defence are situated. And in between these two is the Rashtrapati Bhavan. So when a bomb threat is received for North Block, I do not think any security agency can take that lightly, and rightly so. Fire tenders were pressed into service. Anshul, I believe you're back on the line with me. I was asking you, is there any clarity which ministry the threat originated? Because Finance, Home and DOPT, 3 crucial ministries across 3 floors are situated in North Block. Sanitization will be a humongous task.
Well, definitely, sanitization is going to be very, very difficult, and it is going to be, in fact, as you rightly mentioned, a humongous task. Since the information is just trickling, we still do not have any that clarity as to in which exact ministry has this thread been received. But since this message was given to the fire department, and that message was eventually forwarded to the Delhi police, now teams of the police and the fire department have rushed towards the North Block, where the investigation is happening. In the next few minutes, we are expecting that we can get the exact details as to in which ministry and from what mail ID has this mail been sent, on what mail ID has the mail been received. This will be clarified in the next few minutes. But at this point, since the entire thing is at its very it's at its very nascent stages, investigation stages, there are very few details that we are getting at this point. Also, since the call has been in the North Block, which is one of the most secured places out here in the national capital, the agencies are also not ready to at this point give out the details. But we have been able to pick up from our sources that a call has been received. Investigation has started. The entire area is being looked into by the Delhi police, making sure that the entire area is actually vacated, and then a thorough search operation, as we speak,
All right.
is underway.
All right, Anshul, thank you so much for joining us with those details. Anshul Singh reporting that around 3:30 this afternoon, there was a threat call received in North Block. Jyoti Kumar Singh, I'm sorry I had to interrupt you. There was breaking news coming in. But I was asking you this, that, the Bharatiya Janata Party played on the front foot in 2019 on the issue of national security. In 2024, once again, they're not only saying that 370 abrogated, we built the Ram Mandir, but they're also putting you in the dock on the issue of corruption. Do you think the tribal voters of Jharkhand will be convinced by all the Financial Times headlines that you quote, because they understand bread and butter issue, isn't it?
That is what we are saying. That is what the India bloc is saying. You just now you said the security of the Indian security you're talking about. Just now you got a call, breaking call. What was the breaking news? Breaking news was there's a bomb. What
There's
breaking
a
was?
threat.
now?
There's a
The
threat. It could be hoax.
Of course, yes. So whose government is this? This is the NDA government, Modi government. So everywhere, women is in threat, students are in the threat, farmers are in the threat. Who all are not in the threat? Everybody is in the threat. Now you are talking, come to the point. What I'm saying, you talked about the Jharkhand and the tribal people. You said bread. Of course, yes, we said bread. They think bread. They don't want to understand here and there things. He comes and talks. What he talked about in Jharkhand when Prime Minister came into many times he came and to campaign. He never talked about the food, never talked about the employment, never talked about the farmers. Only he talked about what? Mangal Sutra. What all he talked? What is the Mangal Sutra had to do with the bread? Tell me. So what the tribal people understood here, what Prime Minister and the Modi government said for last 10 years, they had not completed, they are only bluffing, they are lying, and they said the Prime Minister is a liar.
All right.
And that's how India Gadbandhan is going to win all 14 seats. On 4th you will see
Okay,
that.
I'm sure BJP wants to counter, but just give me a second. Just give me a second, because we're all speaking about what the tribal voters of Jharkhand really want. I got a chance to actually travel through the interiors of Jharkhand and speak to villagers, these tribal villagers, and this is what they told me about what they understand about ED, CBI, Hemant Soren, Prime Minister, and what is that basic issue on which they want their representative to reason out when they are voted in. Listen into the voices of tribals in Jharkhand. Hesapidi in Ranchi, there is a political heat which is catching up. Let me try and understand what their issues is. आप बता रहे थे कि आपने हेमंत सोरेन के बारे में कुछ इंटरनेट पे देखा है, तो क्या देखा आपने, जरा बताइए।
हम तो बस इतना सुने मैडम क्यों घोटाला किया है, बस इतना ही देखे थे, इतना ही मिला हो गया।
बीजेपी कह रही है कि आप लोगों का पैसा, आप आदिवासियों का पैसा वो ले गए हैं। आपको लगता है कि आप लोगों को दिक्कत हो रही है, आपका पैसा सरकार आपको नहीं दे रही, ऐसा लग रहा है क्या?
वो तो लग रही है कि नहीं मिल रहा है, वो तो सही बात है। अभी इतना दिन हुआ है हम लोग का इधर, कभी मोदी आवास ना कुछ भी नहीं मिला है अभी तक।
मोदी आवास नहीं मिला है आपको? अच्छा।
ये जितना हाफ पंचायत में केवल नहीं मिला है।
इस पंचायत में किसी को नहीं मिला?
नहीं।
और इसके लिए आपको लगता है कि राज्य सरकार जिम्मेदार है?
हाँ, तो हम लोग तो अभी तो राज्य सरकार ही ना जिम्मेदार बताएंगे मैडम, नहीं तो किसको बताएंगे हम लोग।
जैसे यंग वोटर हियर, आप तो पहली बार वोट देने जा रहे हैं, क्या नाम है आपका और क्या काम करते हैं आप?
रघुनाथ मुंडा है नाम मेरा। हम तो खेती बाड़ी करते हैं।
आपके हाथ में मोबाइल है, मतलब आप नेटवर्क भी देखते होंगे, फेसबुक, यूट्यूब, व्हाट्सएप?
नेट में तो नेट सब तो देखते हैं।
हाँ। तो आपको क्या मालूम है इस वक्त झारखंड की राजनीति के बारे में, आपके मुख्यमंत्री के बारे में क्या मालूम है आपको?
मुख्यमंत्री के बारे में तो यही बात मालूम है कि कुछ घोटाला किया और जेल में थे बोल।
तो आपको लगता है उन्होंने घोटाला किया?
लगता उतना तो एविडेंस ना नहीं मिला उसका कि घोटाला किया हो। तो
आपको लगता है कि उनके साथ उनको गलत किया, गलत पकड़ा उनको?
अभी तक तो प्रूफ ही नहीं मिला, तो अब तो गलत पकड़ा है ना।
आप लोग इस बार जब चुनाव में वोट देने जा रहे हैं, क्या चल रहा है दिमाग में, कैसे तय करेंगे किसको देना है वोट?
वही मतलब हम लोग को जो विकास की राहों पे ले जाएगा तो उसी को देना है हम लोग को।
विकास की राहों पे। झारखंड में करप्शन बहुत है।
हाँ, करप्शन है अभी
बहुत ज्यादा है।
हाँ।
और कौन जिम्मेदार है इतने करप्शन के लिए?
वही सरकार जिम्मेदार है अभी तो।
राज्य सरकार जिम्मेदार।
राज्य सरकार जिम्मेदार है।
अच्छा, आप तो किसान का काम करते हैं ना?
हाँ,
हाँ?
हाँ।
तो किसानी से आपका काम घर चल जाता है?
किसानी से चल रहा है अभी तो।
हाँ।
हाँ।
अच्छा, आपके घर में बिजली आती है?
बिजली तो आते हैं।
और सड़क भी अच्छी बनी हुई है?
हाँ।
और आवास, जो प्रधानमंत्री आवास है, उसमें घर बना है आपका?
नहीं मिला है।
प्रधानमंत्री आवास में घर नहीं मिला है?
नहीं।
कैसे खाना बनाती हैं? मिला है उज्ज्वला योजना में गैस सिलेंडर? तो खाना कैसे बनाती हैं?
लकड़ी से।
कहाँ से? खुद जाके जंगल से लाती हैं? हाँ? तो सुबह कितने बजे उठती हैं आप?
सुबह 6 बजे, 7 बजे, 5 बजे।
और फिर जाकर लकड़ी लाती हैं? लाती हैं, फिर खाना बनाती हैं। अच्छा। और पानी, पीने के पानी को कोई बाहर से कहीं से ढो के लाना पड़ता है? नल है। नल कब आया?
सामने है।
कितने साल पहले लगा नल?
ये 2 साल हो गए। 3 साल की जगह 3 साल।
और उसके पहले कैसे करते थे पानी का?
कुआं से ढो के लाते थे।
कुआं से ढो के लाते थे। तो यहाँ गर्मियों में तो कुएं में पानी बहुत नीचे चला जाता है, पानी आता है,
फिर रस्सी लगा के खींचते हैं।
तो पानी की दिक्कत थी, इसका मतलब?
हाँ, पहले बहुत दिक्कत
थी।
हाँ।
और अब नल लगने से दिक्कत कम हुई है?
हाँ, कुछ कम है।
कुछ कम हुआ है। अच्छा, आप लोग बताइए, इस गांव में आप लोग कह रहे थे विकास के नाम पर आप लोग वोट देंगे, तो क्या विकास चाह रहे हैं? आप कह रहे पानी का नल आ गया है, हाँ, आप लोगों के यहाँ सड़क भी ठीक ठाक है, तो और क्या सरकार से उम्मीद है? आप क्या चाहते हैं?
क्या बोलूं, अब गरीबी रेखा से थोड़ा ऊपर आना चाहते हैं। बाकी घर में तो दिक्कत है ही है, सरकार ध्यान नहीं दे रहे हमारे ऊपर।
कौन सी सरकार? राज्य सरकार की केंद्र सरकार?
अभी तो केंद्र सरकार भी है, राज्य सरकार भी ध्यान नहीं दे रहे हैं।
दोनों ही ध्यान नहीं दे रहे।
हैं।
हेमंत सोरेन का नाम सुना है? सुने हैं। क्या जानते हैं उनके बारे में?
कुछ नहीं जानते, खाली नाम सुने हैं।
अच्छा, आप सुने हैं हेमंत सोरेन का नाम?
हाँ सुने हैं।
क्या जानते हैं उनके बारे में?
हम भी उससे ही कुछ नहीं जानते हैं और खाली नाम सुने हैं।
कुछ बताइए, क्या हुआ है उनके साथ? कहाँ है वो आजकल?
वो जेल में है आजकल।
हाँ, क्यों
जेल मतलब किस बारे में जेल हुआ है तो आपको पता नहीं है।
आपको मालूम नहीं है?
मालूम नहीं है।
तो आपको क्या लगता है, उनको सही डाला गया जेल में कि गलत डाला गया?
गलत
डाला गया।
गलत डाला गया। हम लोग का झारखंड आदिवासी के आधार पे गलत डाला गया है।
उसके खिलाफ आरोप है कि आप आदिवासियों का ही जमीन वो छीन लिए हैं, अपने नाम पे करवा लिए हैं, यही तो आरोप है उन पर। बट फिर भी आप उन्हीं को वोट देना चाहते हैं?
हाँ।
अच्छा।
हाँ, इधर हम लोग पूरा गांव बस्ती में मीटिंग सेटिंग करके हम लोग उसी को वोट देना है कहा के हम लोग
सोचे। तो ये आरोप लगाया गया कि ईडी ने हेमंत सोरेन को इसलिए जेल में डाला क्योंकि वो आदिवासी थे। आपको लगता है ये आरोप सही है या उन्होंने घोटाला किया इसलिए उनको जेल भेजा गया?
तो ये तो किसी का साजिश होगा, कोई दूसरा पार्टी का साजिश होगा, कोई दूसरा नेता लोग का, मतलब दूसरा जिसे उससे तो अपने हिसाब से सही था, मगर अभी किसी ने उसको कुछ आरोप लगा दिया होगा।
Libudi. In the Libudi village, they believe that Hemant Soren has been wrongfully arrested by Enforcement Directorate. But just a few meters down this block, we also met some youngsters who feel that he is corrupt. So the vote seems to be divided in this area of Jharkhand at least. And that's the sense that I got travelling across constituencies, that there are some tribal pockets where they believe that Hemant Soren has been wrongly incarcerated, but there are still others who believe that ED and CBI should be allowed to do their work. You wanted to counter before we went in to hear the tribal voices. The tribal voices, like I said, if I interview 10 people, 7 seems to believe that Hemant Soren has wrongly been incarcerated, but there are 3 who are in support of what the Prime Minister is doing. How are you seeing the narrative?
Before coming to that, Anurima, I would like to respond to my learned Congress spokesperson. He actually was saying that there is a bomb. I mean, on a lighter note, like the web girl, he can see the future, or maybe the Congress had some hand in, getting the bomb planted. It could be a hoax call, and we are keeping fingers crossed that it should be a hoax call. But this is a awakening call for all of us. We are reminded back of the Congress era, where there used to be series of bomb blasts, you name it, Bodh Gaya, Patna, Mumbai, Bangalore, and Chennai, you name all the places, and there used to be series of bomb blasts, except for one small blast in Bangalore where civilians were targeted. All in all, all in all, mostly it has been very, very quiet. And Kashmir, where Patharbaji used to be the rule of the day, now they have gone back and joined the mainstream. And let's talk about extremism. Jharkhand used to be a Naxalite infested area. Now 47% drops according to the National Crime Record Bureau data in the extremism. So all in all, this is Modi's new India on issues of national security. There has been no compromise at all, and we are trying to build a safer nation.
All right. So national security is also something that you have to talk about. I know you want to reply, but I have to slip into a very quick break. There are members, normal people in Jharkhand also who want to respond. I'm just slipping into a very quick break and coming back with more voices from the Ranchi Vidhan Sabha. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here. Johar, welcome back. We are coming to you live from Jharkhand. Behind me is the beautiful building of the Jharkhand Vidhan Sabha here in Ranchi. In fray here is the sitting MP from the Bharatiya Janata Party who defeated Subodh Kant Sahai, the former union minister in the UPA era. So what really is Mr. Seth's USP this time around? I caught up with him during one of the campaigns that he was doing in Ranchi, and this is what he had to say about his election strategy in 2024. Listen in. Member of Parliament from Ranchi, Sanjay Seth here with me. Sanjay ji, आप दूसरी बार रांची को represent करना चाह रहे हैं. What is your USP? 5 साल में आपने ऐसा क्या काम किया है कि रांची के वोटर्स आपको दोबारा वोट दें?
देखो 5 साल में जहां देश के दुनिया के सबसे लोकप्रिय नेता हम सबके प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने देश की तकदीर और तस्वीर बदली है। मेरा भी प्रयास रहा है कि रांची एज ए कैपिटल यहाँ की तकदीर और तस्वीर बदले। आप 5 साल पहले जब आप कवर करने आए होगे इलेक्शन, एक भी फ्लाईओवर नहीं दिखता होगा। आज फ्लाईओवर्स का जाल बिछ रहा है। सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट प्लांट हमने गेल इंडिया के स्वच्छता मिशन से 60 करोड़ में बना दिया। उसमें रोजाना 10,000 kg CNG गैस बन रही है, 18 टन रोजाना ऑर्गेनिक खाद बन रही है। 304 करोड़ हम लेके आए। जो STEP प्लांट, जो हमारे जो वार्ड हैं, वार्ड का सीवरेज का जो पानी है वो लगभग 300 लाख लीटर पानी जो सीवर का पानी है वो ट्रीटमेंट होकर जुमार नदी में जाएगा।
तो आप ये चुनाव डेवलपमेंट के नैरेटिव पे लड़ रहे हैं क्योंकि करप्शन यहाँ एक बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा है जो इंडिया अलायंस को प्लेग कर रहा है।
यस, आज से 2 साल पहले देश ने भ्रष्टाचार की पूजा दिखी थी, पूजा सिंघल के रूप में, और अभी भ्रष्टाचार का आलम देखा आलमगीर के रूप में। आलमगीर आलम एक शैडो मुख्यमंत्री, और बिना पैसे दिए आप उनके गेट तक नहीं घुस सकते। आज उसके देखो, उसके पीए के नौकर के यहाँ इतना बरामद होता है पैसा, तो मंत्री का क्या होगा भाई? हमने 350 करोड़ रुपया कांग्रेस के सांसद के यहाँ बरामद देखा, दुनिया में हमने नहीं देखा। हम सब 350 करोड़ देख लेंगे तो वहीं बेहोश हो जाएंगे। ये
हेमंत सोरेन की जो गिरफ्तारी है, आपको लगता है उससे भारतीय जनता पार्टी को फायदा होगा कि आपने एंटी करप्शन मुहिम छेड़ी, या नुकसान होगा? क्योंकि वो तो ट्राइबल से कह रहे हैं कि मैं एक ट्राइबल था इसलिए मुझे अरेस्ट किया और गलत अरेस्ट किया।
देखो, हम फायदा नुकसान नहीं है, ये भाजपा की कार्रवाई नहीं है, ये तो एजेंसियां हैं। आप भ्रष्टाचार करोगे, आप सेना की जमीन लूटोगे, आप आदिवासी जमीन लूटोगे। आपके प्रतिनिधि, मुख्यमंत्री के प्रतिनिधि पंकज मिश्रा ने 1000 करोड़ का घोटाला किया, एजेंसियां छोड़ देंगे क्या? ये CBI क्यों बनी है? ED इनकम टैक्स क्यों बना है?
So, आलमगीर आलम के जमाने में करप्शन का आलम देखा is what the BJP is saying, essentially once again underlining the corruption charge. How is the Congress responding? Because Congress is the one who has a young 27-year-old Yashasvi Sahai as the candidate. Her father Subodh Khan Sahai was a union minister, and I caught up with him asking him about how he is going to answer questions on corruption against JMM and Congress party. फॉर्मर यूनियन मिनिस्टर सुबोध कांत सहाय हियर विथ मी। सर, कैसा लग रहा है माहौल? आप पहले खुद लड़े थे, इस बार आपकी बेटी सुपुत्री इस लड़ाई में है। परिवारवाद का आरोप आप लोगों के पीछा नहीं छोड़ता है।
परिवारवाद का आरोप, अगर 5 दशक में कोई परिवार का बाल बच्चा, शी इज़ मोर रेवोल्यूशनरी देन मी, वो अपने आप में पॉक्सो पे काम कर रही हैं, विदेश में पढ़ा करके कैलाश सप्तर्थी की बचपन बचाओ जो है उनका संगठन, उसके साथ काम कर रही हैं। तो कैरियरिस्ट होना होता तो कहीं कॉर्पोरेट लॉयर बन करके अच्छा खासा रहती, बॉम्बे में पढ़ा लिखा हुआ बच्चा। तो अब इस तरह के जो बच्चे हैं, मैं समझता हूँ पीढ़ी में क्वालिटी भी तो आए, परिवार ही नहीं है, क्वालिटी भी आए। और झारखंड में वो घूम करके यहाँ पे पॉक्सो के पर यहाँ, क्योंकि बहुत ट्रैफिकिंग है यहाँ का, झारखंड के महिलाओं का, बच्चों का, इस पे काम करती रही हैं पहले से। इसलिए सोनिया जी ने उनको नॉमिनेट किया बिना हमारे नॉलेज के, कहा कि उसकी बेटी को लाओ।
But sir, you're fighting this election. Just just a few weeks ago, Alamgir Alam has been arrested, and those pictures of his cooks' premises throwing up crores are still fresh in the minds of the Jharkhand voters. You don't think that will have an impact?
Basically, if something is wrong, then wrong. Nobody is going to justify that. But Modi government has done so many right things wrong, which has become the main issue of today's election.
So you've heard Subodh Kant Sahai, but the candidate here in Ranchi from the India Front side is a 27-year-old. She's the daughter of Subodh Kant Sahai. Let's listen in to what Yashaswini has to say. Ranchi is seeing the battle of a debutant versus a sitting member of parliament. How are you feeling? How is the campaign really going so far?
Really well. I think we've been working really hard, so we're very excited as to what the result's going to be. A lot of people are joining, with our cause, with our belief, with our vision. So yeah, we are taking people's, concerns ahead.
See, every time the child of a minister or a former neta joins in politics, the charge of Parivarvad is made. How are you battling that?
See, I do understand why people might say that, Parivarvad, but you also have to understand that this comes with some level of hypocrisy, because the ones saying it are most probably BJP. And there have been second generation politicians even contesting elections during this time from the BJP. So I think this is just baseless.
Hemant Soren is in jail because of corruption allegations. Alamgir Alam, a minister from your party, is in jail. How are you battling that?
The thing with me is, because I'm also a newcomer, I do not think that that's necessarily something that I'm, actively working or taking forward. Because I have not been able to interact with Mr. Hemant Soren since he is in jail, and I've just been focusing on my election campaign. But I can definitely tell you that this whole corruption, whatever allegation as sorts, is coming from the fact that the BJP, there are so many members who go to the BJP from the Congress and then they're not corrupt. And when they are not with the BJP, they're in the India Alliance or elsewhere, they become corrupt, and everything else just, pops up against them. So I think it's this sense of hypocrisy that's been created.
What can Ranchi expect from you if you're voted back to power?
I think what Ranchi can expect from me is, I'm a 27-year-old, so naturally I come with that kind of a vision. I think I want to connect with people and the youth, especially with the youth, because the biggest issue that the youth over here are facing, we don't have jobs. We are going through a massive unemployment crisis. There are a lot of young people who are educated and do not have jobs. So we need to kind of battle that. At the same time, there's massive migration that happens from Jharkhand. How do we battle that? By bringing in a lot of employment opportunities and industries.
Well, all the very best. Perhaps one of the youngest candidates in this Lok Sabha election, standing on behalf of the India Front. We'll have to wait and see on June 4th if the voters really repose their faith in a young candidate from Ranchi. You've heard the candidates, you've heard the spokespersons on the show with me this evening, and you've also heard of some of the voices from Jharkhand. But stay with us, we're slipping into a very quick break. When we come back, I have the women voters of Ranchi and also some youngsters about to narrate their expectations from both the BJP and the India Front. Stay right here. Johar, thanks for staying on. Coming to you live from the beautiful premises of the Ranchi Vidhan Sabha. This is the new Vidhan Sabha building in Jharkhand, meant to represent the aspirations of the Jharkhandis. When it was separated from Bihar and given a separate state status, Jharkhandis had a lot of hope and aspiration. How is the young voter of Jharkhand really seeing the state of affairs today? As the countdown is going on for the results on June 4th, I caught up with some young voters in Dhoni's home state. Ranchi is Dhoni's home city, and therefore I went to the cricket grounds in Ranchi to get a view from the young voters, and this is what they told me about their aspirations and expectations. Like the Indian Premier League, the Indian Voter League is also reaching its last stage. Some of the young voters here in Jharkhand busy playing cricket. I've stolen them from the ground for 5 minutes. आप वोट देते आए हैं पिछले कई सालों से. मैंने सुना युवाओं के जो मुद्दे हैं उनमें कुछ बदलाव दिख रहा है. इस साल जब आप वोट देने जा रहे हैं, क्या सोच के दे रहे हैं वोट?
क्या जनरेशन माने कि युवा लोग को आगे बढ़ना चाहिए, वोट देना चाहिए, अपना नेता खुद चुनना चाहिए. बस ये
तो युवा जो है वो क्या चेहरा देखता है नेता का कि कौन से नेता बार बार टीवी पे दिख रहे हैं या यूट्यूब पे दिख रहे हैं, या वो पढ़ता भी है और बात भी करता है कि उसके मुद्दे क्या हैं? कैसे डिसाइड?
देखिए, एक्सचेंज करना चाहिए जन को कि हाँ नेता ये कर रहा वो कर रहा, ये नहीं सोचना चाहिए, मतलब चेंज होना चाहिए.
हाँ, तो आपके हिसाब से किसका काम कैसा रहा है?
झारखंड मुक्ति मोर्चा का अच्छा काम रहा है.
पर हेमंत सोरेन जेल में है, करप्शन का आरोप है उन पर।
अब देखिए, ये झूठा भी हो सकता है, ये सच भी हो सकता है, ये तो अब वही लोग जानेंगे।
आपको क्या लगता है चुनावी माहौल बदला है हेमंत सोरेन के अरेस्ट के बाद?
बदला ही नहीं है। वो चोर जो चोर है वो तो जेल में रहेगा ना, बात क्लियर है। ठीक है, जेएमएम की सरकार है, वो गलती किया तभी कि जेल गया है, गलती नहीं करता तो कोई जेल नहीं जाता। ठीक है, अरविंद केजरीवाल जो जेल गए, अभी क्यों दावा ठोक के बोल दे रहे हैं कि हम 4 जून को, ये मैं 2 जून को जाना है हमको जेल। ठीक है, वो 4 जून कैसे दावा ठोक के खोल दे रहे, कांग्रेस सरकार आएगी तो हम बाहर निकल जाएंगे। मतलब कुछ तो गलती किए तभी ना वो जेल गए हैं, कुछ तो गलती किए तभी ना जेल गए हैं। कांग्रेस सरकार ऐसा क्यों सोच रहा है बताइए? बीजेपी सरकार रहेगी ना, आज सब सही रहेगा, सब कुछ सही रहेगा।
Can you tell me 2-3 things that you feel BJP is doing well?
Infrastructure and all. In India, infrastructure is very good. You can see the bridges are in progress. Kandratudi
Roads
bridge.
have become better?
Roads have become better.
Connectivity with Patna?
Yes. Yes. It's very good connectivity.
देखिए, ये इसका पहले भी जो सरकार थे बीजेपी का, रघुवर दास, वो भी सिर्फ ये 5 साल रहे, लेकिन वैसा कुछ हमको दिखा नहीं। सिर्फ एक सहायक पुलिस का जॉब दिए हैं, उनमें से भी वो लोग को भी काफ़ी कठिनाइयाँ सहना पड़ा। एमकॉम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन उसके साथ हम झारखंड का तैयारी कर रहे थे 3 साल पहले, लेकिन देखे कि 2 बार भरे हम झारखंड का, एक कांस्टेबल भरे थे और एक ये आपका सीजीएल आया था वो भी भरे थे। जब भरते जा रहे हैं, कहीं ना कहीं जाके ये रद्द होते जा रहा। इससे साफ जाहिर होता है कि सिर्फ फॉर्म भरा के पैसा लेना।
उत्पाद सिपाही का वैकेंसी आया था 2022 में, इसका 2 बार एग्जाम था। 2022 से लेकर 2023 खत्म हो गया, 2024 भी खत्म होने चला, लेकिन उसका अभी तक नोटिस भी नहीं आया कि कब होगा एग्ज़ाम। ये जो सीजीएल का हुआ था, झारखंड सीजीएल वाला, उसमें हुआ था फर्स्ट दिन एग्ज़ाम हुआ, सेकेंड उसी टाइम पेपर लीक, फर्स्ट उसी दिन रात भी हो गया एग्ज़ाम। अब बचा 2 एग्जाम, तो उसमें बोल रहा है कि इसमें जब प्रूफ मिलेगा तभी होगा। उसको
मतलब पेपर लीक और कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम और नौकरी आप लोगों के लिए बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा है।
बहुत बड़ा। झारखंड में तो हमेशा पेपर, हर एग्जाम ही लीक हो रहा है।
एक चीज हम देखें, मैनिफेस्टो में जो इंडिया अलायंस है उसने जिक्र किया अग्निवीर का, तो अग्निवीर के बारे में आपका क्या कहना है?
अग्निवीर हमको लगता है ये सही डिसीजन नहीं है। अगर कोई भी वैकेंसी अगर आप 4 साल के लिए किसी को दे रहे जॉब, उसमें आप 1 साल ट्रेनिंग में पैसा खर्चा कर रहे, 1 साल 1.5 साल, उसके बाद 2 साल रख कर 3 साल में उसको निकाल दो। 4 साल में अगर कोई लड़का गया है, उसको 4 साल तो पढ़ाई लिखाई से पूरा छूट गया, 4 साल जॉब किया, 4 साल के बाद वो रिटायर हो गया, उसके बाद वो क्या करेगा? उसको पढ़ाई में मन लगेगा? क्या कुछ 4 साल लगातार पढ़ाई से छोड़ दिया है, तो ये हमको गलत लगा। ये
आपको अग्निवीर गलत लगा? आप लोगों को इस चीज़ पे विश्वास है, ये जो कहा जा रहा है कि अगर इंडिया अलायंस की सरकार आई, अगर कांग्रेस की सरकार आई, तो वेल्थ रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होगा, गरीबों को और पैसा देने के लिए अमीरों से पैसा ले लिया जाएगा? आपको लगता है ऐसा होगा?
ये क्यों ठका जा रहा है?
ये कभी नहीं होगा।
अमीर से लेकर गरीब
पहले
ऐसा
भी तो ये जो मुख्यमंत्री थे कि हम इतना वैकेंसी देंगे, कहाँ दिया? आज तक तो 10 साल में कुछ दिखा नहीं।
तो आदिवासियों के बीच में एक ये भ्रम शायद फैलाया जा रहा है, या उनको ऐसा लग रहा है कि सरकार अगर इंडिया अलायंस की आई तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, इंडिया अलायंस कह रही है कि अगर बीजेपी की आई तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बदल दिया जाएगा, रिजर्वेशन रद्द कर दिया जाएगा। सुना है सर?
ऐसा तो न्यूज़ सुन रहे हैं कि संविधान बदलने के बाद फेक न्यूज़ है, सच में तो कंफर्म का आजकल हमको ऐसा भी न्यूज़ सही लगता ही नहीं।
पर आप लोगों के ग्रुप, so you heard the young voters, you know what are they saying? They're saying we are disillusioned, our exams don't happen on time, paper is leaked. To these young voters, I only have 15 seconds. Your message on behalf of JMM.
निश्चित रूप से ये जो सरकार है हेमंत सोरेन जी की, जो सरकार थी 4 साल तक, और जो वर्तमान में हमारी सरकार है, ये छात्रों की सरकार है, युवाओं की सरकार है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी अपने 5 साल के कार्यकाल में पिछले एक जेपीएससी कराने का काम नहीं किया, और जो नियुक्तियां होती थी वो कोर्ट के माध्यम से उसको खत्म कर देने का काम करती थी। और पेपर लीक झारखंड में यदि हुआ है तो हमने एग्जाम को कैरी फॉरवर्ड नहीं किया, देन एंड देयर इस्तीफा हुआ अध्यक्ष का। और ये यूपी नहीं है कि जहां पेपर लीक होता है, बिहार में पेपर लीक होता है, गुजरात में पेपर लीक होता है, और व्यापम के बारे में बताइए।
I'm sorry, I have completely run out of time. I know the spokespersons have lot more to say, but I've run out of time. But I have to tell you, he just mentioned Bihar. In Jharkhand, the election fever is on, but so is it in Bihar. I caught up with Ravi Shankar Prasad, the candidate for the Bharatiya Janata Party in Patna Sahib, the former union minister, on what really is he telling the voters as he tries to find his feet in Patna Sahib for the second time. Listen in. Former Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad is out to woo the voters of Patna. Sir, what's your campaign strategy? Second time lucky, you think?
I don't think I'm unlucky, isn't it? You see, the whole country, my constituency also, is keen to see Narendra Modi ji as the Prime Minister of India. And don't forget, I defeated Shatrughan Sinha ji by a margin of 2,90,000 votes in 90. I never take the name of my opponent. I go on policy, principle, my leadership, and the right of my leader, Narendra Modi ji. The work we have done. I hope we'll win.
Ravi Shankar ji is Lady Luck. His wife is also campaigning. Ma'am, Mahila voters जो हैं, they're now being considered a separate vote bank. That they have a mind of their own. They are no longer dependent on what the family males tell them. What's the feedback you are getting from the ground?
Wonderful feedback, and especially I think the Muslim women, they are very enthusiastic, pro BJP.
But are there any issues, like a lot of them are depending across the country on the Ujjwala Yojana, on the free ration scheme that they are getting? But in this constituency, are there any specific labhartis that you have met within the women folks?
Yeah, I have met quite a few, and they are all very happy.
So you think the women voters are all for Modi ji and for
Yes, absolutely. There's no doubt about it.
आज बख्तियारपुर विधानसभा के अंतर्गत
Tejasvi Yadav is projecting himself as this young leader, specifically of the Yadav community or the backward communities. How are you countering that?
Never forget one thing, it is the election for electing the Prime Minister of India. It is not the election to elect a Chief Minister or a Mukhya or a Sarpanch or an MLA. Where does Mr. Tejasvi Yadav figure in that narrative? Where does he figure?
The India Alliance?
The India Alliance who? Come on, they have no credibility.
At one point, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh both were part of the Bimaru framework. Lucknow has gone up by leaps and bounds, but Patna is still caught in a time rough.
You need to go, you have a point, but a lot of improvement is taking place. Metro is coming to Patna, I brought it here. The Atal Path go and see, like Marine Drive. We got it over the railway land. New airport is coming. Then TCS came to Patna. Vandana, this whole new trains have started to Lucknow, to Ayodhya, to Calcutta, to Ranchi. Vande Bharat Express, all I brought here. A lot of highways have come about.
So that was Ravi Shankar Prasad, the candidate for the Bharatiya Janata Party from Patna Sahib. That's all that I have time for from Ranchi. But tomorrow, Election Highway will travel to Patna and speak to voters there. So stay with us here on CNN News 18 as we get you election ground reports, voices of newsmakers and analysis that you can find only here. Thanks for watching.